All right, an error occurred.
Woo! Here we go again. Where are we at? The tailgate. What's up, Danny? Look at this hat.
I did it just for you guys. The funny thing is, we were supposed to be on about 20 minutes ago, and I took another phone call with this hat on, not remembering I had the hat on, and I just had to leave it on. So I'm channeling my inner Woody from the Toy Story.
I love it. Seriously, this is a great hat.
You wouldn't want to reveal the hat hair at this point.
There's kind of a running joke in the staffing industry about my hair, so it never moves. So no matter what, I've got, it always is in place for you.
I love it. Well, Ash, he is ready for Nashville. Am I right? I mean, he's ready for the tailgate. He's ready for Nashville. I mean, Danny's ready to go, man. And I'll tell you what, that hat fits you pretty good, man. You know that.
I don't know if my 6-year-old's going to want me to part ways or leave New York with the hat down to Nashville.
I'll guarantee if you walk through Broadway with that hat on, you'll probably get a free drink.
I would hope.
So, okay, Danny, so let's just deep dive in before we talk about staffing world. Monster has done some major things in the last couple months, 3 months. Let's just break it down and tell everybody what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. So this has certainly been an exciting year for Monster. The biggest reason is that we finally completed the merger with CareerBuilder as of the end of September. So Monster and CareerBuilder, I never would have thought this 20 years ago in the industry that we'd be coming together under one umbrella and parent company, but it has happened.
Wow. I mean, was this like in talks last year? How did this happen? Just overnight or what?
A little bit of both. It's been in talks for probably about a year or 2 years, I would say, but nothing official. So they made the marriage official. We are owned by the same parent company, both Apollo and Ronstadt. And the interesting thing is, despite us being owned by the same company, we're actually still two separate platforms with two separate sales organizations. And that's something that I encourage everyone that is a customer of Monster or CareerBuilders or both or neither to swing by booth 801 at Staffing World to learn more about what this means specifically for them, because it's going to be a different answer for everyone.
It is great. And tell everybody out there about AI, because I didn't know this last year a little bit. I mean, what Monster does, everybody thinks it's just a job board, but it's so much more than that.
Yeah, our ethos is, helping people find better jobs. And while the core of who we are as a job board, we can't just be, a static list of jobs for candidates, to search through. So we've added a lot of functionality to our site over the past couple of years, and a lot in the last year that is catering to artificial intelligence. AI has been, not just a buzzword, but the talk of the industry for the past 12 to 24 months. So it's no surprise that Monster is focused on that for both our employer experiences, but also job seeker experiences. Something that we actually just rolled out that we're really excited about is an artificial intelligence tool that helps candidates prepare for job interviews. So what will happen is a company can post a job for a software developer in Nashville, Tennessee. And Monster's artificial intelligence will read the job description and come up with a list of relevant questions to ask the job seeker so that they can prepare for the job. And ultimately, at the end of the interview, they might realize they're not, at the end of the prep interview with our AI platform, they might realize they're not the right fit for that opportunity. So the intention of this platform is to both help candidates prepare themselves for interviews, but also ensure that applicants to jobs are more relevant. So the quality of those candidates for staffing firms should improve as well.
Oh, I like that. It's totally different, Ashley, than back in the day, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, back in the day, I remember when I worked my first job out of college back at a company that ended up getting bought by Ronstadt. I think we shared a parking lot with Monster back in Atlanta.
Small world. Yeah, never in a million years would I have thought 20 years after I started at Monster that we'd be merging with our arch nemesis at Career Builder. But again, the synergies between the two companies were very complementary. So we're excited to share at Staffing World what that new Career Builder plus Monster looks like for everyone.
Okay, so my question is, marketing wise, are you guys staying with the purple Monster? Come on.
Good question. Good question. So we're in the phase of going through all the our due diligence. We've hired external organizations to work with to come up with what that brand identity should be. Selfishly, I love the purple Monster.
Yeah.
We have an internal saying that if you've been with Monster for a long time, you bleed purple, and I really do. But it's yet to be determined what the future of Monster plus Career Builder looks like in terms of what the platforms are and what that is. So we should have some more things to announce later next week again at Staffing World. So stop by booth 801 to find out more details.
The MC, look out.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, can we expect to hear the Monster Mash next week?
Sure, why not? I'll be wearing this hat. I'll be doing the Monster Mash. Whatever you guys throw at me, I'll jump on with.
So how long's Monster been at Staffing World? Have you ever missed a year?
We have not. So I actually came to Monster through an acquisition of Hot Jobs back in 2010. So starting in 2010, I've been at Staffing World as a member of Monster every year. So we've never missed it. I don't ever plan on missing it. As much as this is an industry event, it's really like a coming home party for everyone in the industry. People like yourselves that I'll get to hang out with. I have had about a dozen text messages today from other industry leaders that are at the event that are making sure we're all still going and that we're setting up and teeing up times, whether it's, by attending Thrive on Monday and Tuesday next week or going to the more traditional event through the rest of next week. So it's going to be an exciting, jam-packed week, as it always is.
Sweet. Are you speaking this year? Are you doing any panels?
We are not doing any traditional panels, but we will be introducing a handful of speakers, of course, across the couple of days of the event.
Love it. Love it. Okay. So Danny, what's your favorite part of Staffing World besides going to the expo? I mean, everybody has something they look forward to. Is there a certain thing you want to do?
Yeah. I'd love to hear about how certain staffing companies have navigated the challenging sales dynamic over the past year. Staffing companies are scrappy. We will always figure out a way to turn 2 cents into $1. So I'm really interested to hear about success stories in the industry because it's not all doom and gloom. There have been a handful of small, medium, and even large staffing firms that have seen tremendous growth this year. So I'm excited to hear them evangelize their story and share with other firms what they need to be doing to capitalize on the current economic conditions.
Any questions, Ashley?
Oh, I couldn't agree more. I think that's kind of the hot topic right now, right? Is who's done well, who's managed to keep their head above water? What are we seeing in the industry? What are we expecting going into next year? And I think a lot of people thought that this year would kind of be a little bit more different than 2023, but there's a lot of moving parts. So I'm excited to hear what the experts in our industry.
Preach.
I can say it's AI. I mean, there's so much technology now. Isn't it amazing, guys? Like about 10 years ago, you looked at the booths and you see more like pay cards and all that kind of stuff. Now it's all these new companies. I don't know if you've seen the list, Danny, but there's so many new companies. It's their first year there that has some kind of AI technology.
Yeah, AI is certainly not a fad, right? Every company, whether they realize it or not, is being impacted positively or negatively by artificial intelligence. And you need to come up with, at an enterprise level, a strategy to how to deal with it and how to make it a superpower of yours and not be afraid of it. So a big thing that Monster has been a proponent of over the past couple of years has been something that hasn't been sexy until AI came about, which is data. Right, artificial intelligence is only and robotic process automation and all this automation. It's only as good as the data that it sits on top of. So if you have old candidate data or old jobs data, old contact information, the artificial intelligence that it's powering is going to, if it's 1 degree off course in the first minute, it'll be a mile off course, in a couple of days or a couple of weeks. So something that Monster is very bullish about is updating the data that sits in your applicant tracking system so that you have the best information, the most accurate contact information that cloud call can pick up and automate outreach to via text message or voice, or any of your other email or marketing automation tools can utilize to connect more accurately with candidates. And what we found was over the past year or two, a lot of companies implemented some type of an AI solution and deemed it ineffective. But it wasn't because the AI tool wasn't doing what it's supposed to do. It was the fact that, a light was cast on the bad data that sat inside organizations. So while data isn't sexy inherently, it is sexy when you pair good data up with the latest and greatest AI tool or platform, whatever that might be.
I always say, guys, AI is here to enhance you. It's not going to kill you and nothing like that. It's helping the human brain really to go to the next level.
AI, it's bringing sexy back to data. I love it.
I'm going to get a t-shirt made next week, Ashley.
AI there it is. And then he's going to karaoke that song by JT, right? Bring sexy back.
Perfect.
I think he has a home in Nashville, so maybe we'll see him make an appearance. He does have a restaurant there.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good place to do karaoke right there with that song, right? With your AI shirt on. Real quick before we get out of here, Nashville. I'm sure you've been there before. Any hot spots you should tell the first timers?
One of my favorite restaurants in Nashville is a restaurant called Etch. So if you're looking for like an upscale place, it's downtown, cool spot. And then what's another fun? Oh, if you're looking for a super fancy place, Jean Georges, a world famous restaurateur, has a restaurant in the Hermitage Hotel called Drury. So check out one of those two during your trip to Nashville.
Oh, there you go. Insider tips from Danny. All right, Danny, it's time. Ashley, you want to do it? Go for it.
All right, Danny, we got a question, right? Who is your favorite country music singer?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I have a lot. So my wife has recently, in the past couple of years, got me into country music. So it is tough. So this is gonna be a wild answer because he doesn't normally sing in the country music genre, but Post Malone's new album, F1 Trillion, is on fire.
It is bad.
It is killer.
Badass.
And as a father of daughters, he has a song about his daughter, who most people don't know he has a daughter, I think she's like 1 or 2 years old. But he has a song about how her first dress was pink, but now she's in a wedding dress that's white. So for those that haven't listened to it, if you want to cry, that'll surely make you cry.
What a good. I would never predicted that. Would you, Ashley? At all. But that's a great once you said it and then you gave the story behind it, Danny. Hell yeah.
Love it.
All right. So here we go. We're going to do this. Ash, you can do it again. Go for it.
All right. We're going to do a yeehaw on a countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. We'll see you in Nashville. Hey, Danny, thank you so much, brother. I will see you next week. All purpled out for you, buddy.
Safe travels, guys. We'll see you next week in my purple chucks.
You got it. Take care, man.
Yeah.